Hare, Hare. To the root of all your issues, complexities, impediments, blockages, crises, disasters, debacles, then you're doing very well in life. Sometimes it is said that there is no greater mistake you can make in your life than to forget what it is that you're supposed to be achieving. And often, you can see that is the case. Especially if we're blind to what the real goal of life is. As Lord Rishabdev says in the 5th canto of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, Parabhavasthala, Abhodhajaka. If you forget that your goal in life is actually the profound and deep achievement of self-realization, then you suffered the greatest defeat. So we may think that I'm not forgetting my goals. You can recite a whole list of material goals that you have. Prosperity, social status, respect, a nice family that carries out all your desires. Bhakti is not against your being comfortable. But the point is that we shouldn't forget what our real goal in life is. In other words, be as comfortable as you can be in a world that is highly uncomfortable. Some of you know the story of how I was with one of my dear godbrother associates, Grace Burjan Prabhu, and we were in Perth attending a gathering at a home of devotees. They had just moved into their home and they wanted like a yajna and some kind of devotee celebration. Blessings for their newly acquired home. It's a good reason to come together and chant Hare Krishna and talk about Krishna. We're always looking for excuses to do that. Excuse or no excuse, Kirtaniya Sada Hari. So, for a housewarming or whatever you call it, why not? For a housewarming, for a house colding, whatever. As we discussed this morning at the initiation yajna, a most appropriate name for Krishna in his age of Kali is Sankirtan Priya. Because Krishna as Gauranga Mahaprabhu always relishes when devotees come together and chant Hare Krishna. So there I was with my dear godbrother at this function at a devotee's home. And so we were discussing what to say. In the renounced order of life, how was I to encourage the gathering of devotees? What should I say? Thinking, I don't want to puncture the balloons. You ever go to these birthday parties where there are balloons everywhere for the kids, and then one naughty kid comes along and pops all the balloons? I didn't want to be that. At the same time, wasn't my duty to encourage material enjoyment. So how to walk the line? So I was discussing this great inspiration for Buddha. What to do? He came up with a very expert solution. He said, I think this is the best angle for you to pursue. Tell them, be as happy as they can be in a world where there's no happiness. That way you're simultaneously not discouraging, but you're also being realistic. What do you think? Be as happy as you can be in a world where there is no happiness. That way I can be honest to the realities, yes, at the same time not rain on their parade. So again, let's consider our goals. Supposedly, the greatest mistake is to forget the goals that you're trying to achieve. But indeed, under the influence of the material energy, that is our situation. We've forgotten what the actual goal is. Something else has taken over our mind and occupied it. We're hallucinating. In mass, we're hallucinating. Do you see it? Do you see it? Yes, I see it also. I see material happiness. And we convince our children, we convince our friends, they convince us, it exists, it exists. How did this mirage take over us? It's a very difficult question to answer, going all the way back to the beginning, because the answer is beyond time. When we look for a sequence, when we look for a process, that means we're looking for time. Step 1, step 2, step 3. That means past, present, and future. But you see, in the spiritual reality, there is simply the eternal now. Krishna has different energies. In his spiritual energy,